In this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way. Right in the morning. Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women, make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing this amazing Wednesday? I know it's for sure Wednesday because today's trash day. And so I had to take the trash out. So I know for sure today is Wednesday. So good morning, everybody. We have a beautiful, sunshiny day. I'm excited. I will be able to start planting my seeds in the garden next week. We are getting the leaves and everything cleared out this Sunday, and so I'm excited. The landscape guy's coming over to do what he got to do, and I am super excited to get my stuff in the ground, especially because it is perking. I did a video this morning, and I was planting one of the okra seeds, and I planted a lot of okra seeds this year. My dad was over the day before yesterday. And he was like, I hope you planting a lot, because I only was able to give him 2 because the deer came, or the rabbit, whatever it was, came and ate the rest of them while they were growing, right? So I had 2 full, adults. No, I'm just joking. 2 adult okras, and then I had toddler okras, right? And then whatever it was came and ate it. And so I only gave him 2. So he only got 2 from my garden. So I planted a whole lot for him this time. So yeah. And I'm expanding the garden. I have so many more ideas. I want to have just one garden bed for just certain things like lettuce. And I just have so many ideas with my garden. So we'll see how far it goes, but it's for sure popping. It's for sure happening. And I'm excited about it, especially, spring is here. Spring is here. And while doing all of this, I am also decluttering. We have a decluttering group, an organizing group, and we are in the process of clearing out our spaces to, clear our minds. And while I was writing my notes this morning I had to wholly write them all out because inventory, I don't have paper. I have to order paper. So I had a case of paper, and I was like, oh, I don't need paper no time soon. After I did my orders yesterday, I was like, I don't have any more paper. Now I got to order paper. So I had to write my notes down. And so while I was getting ready to talk about what I was going to talk about this morning, or, just writing my thoughts about today, I realized that this whole decluttering thing is a whole movement. This decluttering thing is giving me, I feel like a spiritual awakening. I feel like it is giving me, I'm shedding something different. I feel different. It is not just about me clearing my space so I could clear my mind. I felt like I am clearing my space, and I am shedding old energy. I am shedding things that no longer serve me. I am shedding like so much stuff. And I was looking at it, and I said, you know what? It really does feel different. This time around, it does feel different. And so I'm going to share that with you guys today. And I related that to the things that we hold on to in our lives, period, right? We are walking through our lives holding on to things that no longer serve us. We're holding on to things, we're holding on to other people's things that they don't even know that we're holding on to, like crazy, right? So we're going to talk about that today. So Thank you for joining me this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You are here with me for Coffee with Nikki, and I am your host, Miss Nikki. Coffee with Nikki is your daily cup of information and inspiration. And I am super excited about today's topic, and so we are going to dig into it. But before we get into it, let's see who's in the building. So I seen Deltra was first in the building. Good morning, Miss Deltra. Deltra said, "Good morning, everyone. Happy Hump Day, Hump Day." Happy Hump Day. Good morning, Melody. Melody said, "Good morning, everyone." Good morning, Jasmine. Jasmine said, "Good morning." Good morning, Cousin. Cousin is in the building, and you guys know her as the best moderator on what? Earth. The best moderator on earth is in the building. Yes, thank you so much, Jasmine. Hit the like, please, y'all. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Good morning, Miss Pascal. Miss Pascal's in the building. She said, "Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning." Uh-oh. Jasmine said, "Whoop, whoop. I planted carrots yesterday. Come on. I need to get my okra planted." Let me tell you something, Jazz. Did to do your okra, put your okra in a damp paper towel, cover it, and then stick it in like a sandwich bag, and then wait till it sprouts and then put it in the dirt. All right. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. She said, "Good morning, y'all. Good morning." Good morning, Miss Martini. Martini's in the building. She said, "Good morning." Good morning, Martini. Good morning, Miss Lois. Miss Lois said, "Good morning, Queenies." Good morning, Miss Lois. Yes, the best moderator on earth. Okay. So let's get into it, y'all. How many of y'all are decluttering your space now? You know, a lot of us is doing spring cleaning. So how many of you guys are decluttering your space? Even if you're not in a group with us, how many of you are decluttering your space, cleaning your house, spring cleaning? Put ones in the chat if you are, put two if you are not. Good morning, Ursula. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. How many of you guys are cleaning, spring cleaning now out of your house? Let me know. Put ones in the chat if you are not, put two. If you're not, put two. Let me tell y'all something. I am making my hand's going. I have so much more space. I'm realizing that I had way too much stuff, and I'm not just talking about I had way too much of my stuff. I had a lot of other people's stuff. You know what I'm saying? While I'm cleaning and I'm looking, throwing things away, I'm realizing I have other people's stuff. And so I was using this whole situation as a metaphor for life, right? Because in cleaning and clearing out space and making room, right? I'm realizing that I am holding on to other people's things. I am holding on to other things that people thought that I got rid of. You know what I'm saying? And then if I put that into life's perspective, we are going through life. Sometimes we're holding on to burdens. Sometimes we're holding on to past hurts. Sometimes we're holding on to things, somebody says something hurt our feelings. We're holding on to that. And these people have moved on with their life and are going on with their life like nothing is wrong. And you're sitting there holding on to that baggage. You're sitting there holding on to their crap, right? Because you did not release it. And while I was cleaning, that's what I was feeling, right? And while I was writing my notes this morning, it just started to come to me. And I was reading my Bible app, and in the Bible app, let me open that up for y'all. Y'all have the Bible app? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. I see some ones. People are doing spring cleaning. Two, I need to be though. Okay, come on, Jasmine. Yep. Just my workspace. Let me tell you something. I've cleared. I'm clearing rooms, but I'm also clearing my workspace, and I'm also clearing because I'm on my first floor. Like it's from the kitchen, dining room, closet space, office space, like except for the living room. And the things that I have in the living room are the things that have to come up into this room, but everything is trickling into each other. And so it's not just my workspace, it's everything, right? So now I got to make room so that I could place everything nicely, right? And it's the same thing with our lives. We got to place things nicely in our lives the way we want to see it. that's the way we have to showcase it, right? Because it's a reflection of what's going on in our mind. If we want abundance, if we want beautiful things, we have to see beautiful things, right? And so, or imagine beautiful things. And we can't do that with all of this stuff in the way. We got to move this stuff out the way. And like I said, if you use it like life, we have a lot of stuff that's in our way that's blocking us from our blessings, and it's us being in our own way. It's not anybody else. I can't blame anybody else but me about this stuff being in my way. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's not just the physical things, it's stuff that I'm refusing to let go, the things that I am deciding that I want to hold on to, that I'm saying, oh no, I can't get rid of this, I need this, right? And so we're going to talk about that this morning, right? Let me find my app. Let me find my app. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Did I say good morning to you, Trace? Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so in the Bible app, right? Let me get to the spots. There was a passage in here. It's not a Bible verse, but it's the devotional, right? And let me see. Forgiveness isn't easy. Showing compassion. Okay, here it goes. All right, so it's only because God freely offers us mercy that he asks us to show mercy also. The world will tell you to hold on to your hurt. Remember, we're talking about us holding on to the clutter, us holding on to everything. And when I was reading this morning, I was like, this goes directly into what I'm thinking about for this morning, right? So I said, that's confirmation. The world will tell you to hold on to your hurt and allow it to shape you. So we're holding on to those past pains. We're holding on to the burdens. We're holding on to all of those things, right? Because it's shaping our character. It's shaping who we are, right? Supposedly, right? But Jesus wants to release you from the pain of your past by changing your heart's posture towards others. And I'm saying the same. I'm saying it for myself. You know what I mean? It isn't easy. It is often an act of continual and painful surrender. We don't want to let things go. We rather hold on to it, because just in case we need it, just in case we need to dig up this pain so that we can make a point, just in case we need to hold on to this thing because we may need it later. Even though we haven't used it in years, we may need it later. There may be a time when it will need that thing, right? And we're still holding on to it. And so when I was reading this, I was like, yes. And so a lot this in this the devotional is saying that you got to surrender, and that is exactly what I was doing when I was cleaning, and I'm clearing. I am surrendering. I am making room. I am making space for my blessings. I am making space for my abundance. I am no longer going to hold on to these things that are no longer serving me. Are y'all with me in the chat? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if y'all with me in the chat. I wanted to share that part with you. And I have a quote here too. I got to get paper, y'all. I have a quote here too. It says, clutter is not just the stuff on your floor. It's anything that stands between you and the life you want to be living. So it's not just about you clearing your space so you can work more efficiently. You not working more efficiently is trickling into everything else in your life. This is trickling into, you have family, you have, you have your own wellness. You have so many things that this is trickling into. And so you can't really get to it because you're overwhelmed with all of this stuff. You're overwhelmed with all of this stuff. You gotta let the stuff go. And again, I'm one of those people who hold on to a lot of stuff, right? I will hold on to things because I'm gonna bring it back up just in case I need it. You know what I'm saying? Just in case I gotta prove my point, let me bring this thing up to you because I gotta make my point. You know what I'm saying? And this is and when I was cleaning, I was like, this is really relative to life, right? Yeah, I'm cleaning out this space so I can make room, but I also need to be clearing out this space because I need room in my heart, my mind, my soul. I need that, right? Because I can't get blessed if I have so much junk on top of it. They say God ain't gonna bless that mess. You know what I'm saying? I gotta remove some of this mess that I'm holding on to. And so I had to start realizing I gotta let it go. Yes, I may use it later, but guess what? If I need it, then I'll get it again. Right? Some people say that may be a waste of money, but it's my sanity that I'm keeping. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping my sanity. And while removing a lot of the stuff, I have so much more space, so much more space in my area. Before I was looking at my area like I don't have enough space. I need more space. Right? When I got rid of all of that stuff, I'm like, oh my goodness, I have an entire this, I have an entire this, I have space. I can remove things out of the space. Right? So I can make more room in the space. So I can move around in the space. Like there was so much going on. And to me, it feels like this is a time for a spiritual awakening. I don't know if anybody else is feeling that way, but I know I'm feeling, everybody was like, well, this is the age of truth. This is this is that. Everybody's going to start getting in touch with their spirit, da 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 da. And I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, but I'm truly feeling it as I'm decluttering. I can see it. I can feel it. It feels different. I felt like I was shedding skin. I felt like I was shedding all of this extra stuff that I was carrying. I'm and as you get older, you carry a lot of things, right? You're carrying a lot of things. I'm a mother. I'm a lot of things, and I'm carrying everything with me. And there's a lot of things that I held on to that I never let go. There's a lot of things that are buried deep in me that I didn't even know that I had until something triggers it, or until what I'm saying, something makes me aware of it and I didn't know. Same thing with all of the junk that was in my house. You know what I'm saying? Or in my workspace. I had stuff in there that I didn't even know that I still had. I had stuff in there that I didn't even know I was holding on to. And I was like, you know what? This is showing up in my life because this is something that I needed to see. You know what I'm saying? I needed to have seen it in physical form to express myself, to release it. You know what I'm saying? It was something that I needed to release, but I needed to see it in physical form. I needed to be actually doing it so that I can feel like spiritually I was doing it as well. And I don't know if you guys are feeling that, but I definitely, it feels really good. It feels really good to be light. It really does. It really does. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Truth, I'm like that too. I used to be a minimalist who threw everything away. I kept it in case. I kept it in case I need it because I've had to repurchase so much. I keep it just in case. Okay. I keep it in case I need it because I've had to repurchase so much. Yep. And the things that you think that you're going to use, put it away. You know what I'm saying? With a note on it or something like that. But don't leave it in your space. You know what I mean? Don't just leave it where you are. Put it away somewhere and put it on a notepad, put it on something, and know that you coming back for it later. And so yeah, let's get into it this morning. Oh, pricing class. Are you guys free Sunday at 6 p.m.? Sunday at 6 p.m. Good morning, Janae. Janae said, good morning, everyone. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Chantel. I have wrote down, are you pricing class Sunday at 6 p.m.? Are you free at 6 p.m.? The class is going to be, I am not going to take the link and put it out on social media, so you will not find it there. The link will be in the community. The link will be in the community. Thing is, I put it away, then I forget it. I have it. Right. And that's what I was doing while I was cleaning. There were things that I had packed away. I found an entire bag of heat vinyl. I found a big bag of it. And I'm thinking like, oh, we must have went through it because my kids, my sons used to make shirts and stuff. My son and my nephew had a shirt business. And so I'm thinking, oh, we must have went through it. And so I'm buying new colors and things like that. And we've had these vinyls for years and they were sitting in the closet. I have an entire closet, to put all of my packing boxes, my envelopes, my tape, all of that, and into an entire closet. Whereas before, I had a little bit here, a little bit here, in the garage, over here. I had some things everywhere. But I cleaned out that entire closet and I made room for all of the boxes and everything. Everything that was in there, there were things that were, like I said, a bag of heat transfer vinyl was in there. I was holding on to stuff from my swim team when I was the president of the swim team. That was years ago. And I want to say about, my son's about to graduate college. So 4 or 5 years ago, I wasn't, I gave up swim, and I still had stuff in there: goggles, swim bags, trophies, certificates. I still had that in my closet. I'm still holding on to that. The kids that were in swim are graduating high school, right? They're going on to middle school. They're moved on. They're not little kids anymore. I'm still holding on to it. I was holding on to my nephew's toys. My nephews are now teenagers, and I'm holding on to um puzzles. I'm holding on to games that they're no longer going to play, like Trouble. I'm holding on to all kinds of stuff. But why am I holding on to this? It is time to release it. Like I said, release it. You gotta release it. You gotta release it. Sunday at 6. I'm free Sunday at 6. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nope, I'll be in church. Okay, so Sunday at 6. Okay. What about thing is okay. Okay, so I'm gonna reschedule. Thursday? No, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow at 6. What if we did it Monday at 6? Monday at 6. Are we good for Monday at 6? Let me know in the chat. Monday at 6. Let me know. Let me know. So like I said, we got so much stuff tucked away in all these spots. And imagine what we're doing in our everyday life. We have so much of this stuff tucked away in the corners and the depths of our soul. We got stuff tucked. And you know what I'm saying? We don't see it until we're clearing. It's time to get that stuff off of you. It's time to release it. It is time to let that thing go. Those things are not serving you. They're not going to help you. They're not going to bless you. So it is time to let them go. It is time to let them go. Even as I'm saying it to you, I'm feeling a sense of calm. I'm feeling a sense of peace. It is time to release it. It's time to let those things go, because they are not going to serve us. They did what they were going to do. They served this purpose, if it indeed served the purpose. But now it is time to let it go. Stop holding on to it. Stop holding on to it. Just let it go. So Monday at 6. Okay, got you. We holding on to toxicity. We holding on to old habits. We holding on to past hurts. We're holding on to you know what I'm saying? We're holding on to way too much. We can't get blessed in that mess. We can't. And it's time that we surrender. We forgive ourselves, and we say, you know what? I did that. I allowed things to cloud my judgment. I allowed things to block my blessings. I allowed things to clutter my mind, to clutter my spirit, to clutter my energy. But I am no longer doing that. Yesterday, I said, this is my day 1 of me transforming my life. This is my day 1 of me deciding that in order for me to make room for my blessings, I got to clear out the things that are no longer serving me. So let me know if y'all with me in the chat. Let me know if y'all with me in the chat. Let me know, let me know, let me know. And I am the type of person, I told y'all before, when my mom would come and she like, I'm going to clear this space up, because in my space. Again, I put everything in front of me and da 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 da, and then I gotta clear it in order to work, and it's not efficient at all, right? And so I'm like, no, you can't clean because I need this and I need that, and I can't wait. I can't have you put my stuff somewhere and I can't find it. Da da da. And so I'm fighting to keep my clutter. I'm fighting to keep my mess. How many of us are in here fighting to keep our insecurities? How many of us are fighting to keep our burdens? How many of us are fighting to keep these past pains and hurts? How many of us are doing that? Let me know in the chat, because you don't look at it that way. Like, you're not saying, "Oh, I'm fighting to keep my insecurities." You're not saying that, but you're not allowing it to go either. So that means you're fighting for it, right? Because you want to keep it. Why do you want to keep it? Because you may want to use it later. Why? Because it may give you some sense of security, even though it's not really secure at all, right? Because it's something that's familiar to you and you don't want to let it go. You know what I mean? Like, we're holding on to those things. We're fighting to hold those things, hold on to those things. Can you relate to what I'm saying? Let me know in the chat if you can relate. And like I said, as women, as mothers, as friends, as wives, as everything, we got so much on us. We got so much on us that it's hard sometimes to let things go, because life gets in the way of you letting go things, right? Life gets in the way of that. And we have to learn that it's not serving us, and we have to clear that space. Yes, we have to clear that space. I mean, I wrote, we was holding on to other people's stuff. We're holding on to stuff that people have done to us in our past, the wrongs that they've done to us. We're holding on to that. And we will say it to anybody who's going to listen. We'll talk about it to everybody who's going to listen. And we'll keep on saying the same old story, repeating the same old song. Right? Keep on repeating the same old patterns, because it's familiar. And we need to break free of what's familiar and go to what's going to serve us. We need to go break free of that and what's going to allow us to grow. Y'all with me? Let me know if y'all with me. Maybe I'm just talking to myself. Maybe it's just me. Maybe nobody else is experiencing this thing. Maybe it's just me. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Let me know how you feel when you purge. Are you feeling a spiritual thing? Right? Like I said, a lot of us are decluttering and organizing right now, right? But are you feeling a spiritual thing? A spiritual feeling. I don't want to say a spiritual thing, because Lord knows, me and my So yeah, are you feeling a freeness, freeness is a word, a freeing feeling when you're letting go of these things? I let go of lots of things that, not my memories, kids stuff, things that I want them to look back on, not those type of things, but the things that they're no longer going to use, and they don't even care about. It's only sentimental to me. It's not sentimental to them. You know, Throwing those things away, putting those things in the trash bag and not looking back. And that's the same thing we need to do with our spirit. We need to release those past pains, release those traumas, release those burdens, and don't look back. Because again, we like to use those things as ammunition. We like to use those things as part of the story that we tell. We'll hold on to some toxicity so that we can have a story to tell, because your story ain't worse than my story. Listen to my story, because let me tell you something. Oh, that person did this to you. Let me tell you what they did to me. And we going back and forth trading who had the worst thing happen to them, just because we have a story to tell. Is that just me? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're holding on to that thing. And it's time that we release it, because again, I'm going to keep on saying release it. I'm going to keep on saying that it's no longer serving us. I'm keep on saying it is time to allow yourself the freedom to let yourself go. Allow yourself the freedom to allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself the freedom to be abundant, to have abundant blessings, to create, to be free to create, to have the abundance of ideas, abundance of flow, be in alignment. This is the time to allow yourself to be free and stop holding on to it, because you're not getting a medal, you're not getting a badge of honor for any of that. It's not happening. You must decide that this is, I'm no longer allowing those things to bog me down. I'm no longer allowing clutter to be in my way. You can't allow light into your life if you keep on stacking things on top of it. You can't allow light in your life if you keep on covering yourself with darkness. When can you get the light in there? You got to make room for the light, even if it's a little peek hole. You got to make room for the light. You can't do it if you keep on putting things in front of it, right? You keep on putting things in front of it. You blocking your own blessing. You blocking your light. You understand what I'm saying? Like like I said, it came to me today, and I was like, I was just going to touch on this real fast, but I was like, you know what? This is really something that is stirring something in me. And I think because it's stirring something in me, I think it's going to stir something in other people as well. Right? Because it's not just about clearing the space so that you can work better. It's about clearing the space so that you can think better. It's about clearing the space so that you can allow blessings in. It's about clearing the space so that you can make more room for abundance. Yes? Yes. Good morning, Kay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. She's a happy win. It's winning Wednesday, ain't it? Love the tea. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Michelle said amen. Amen. Good morning, Yolanda. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. She said, good morning, family. I am truly blessed. Michelle said, ouch. Let me know if y'all with me. Let me know if y'all feeling, you know, what I'm saying. Let me know if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Let me know if this is resonating with you and in this particular season in your life. Right? Let me know if this is resonating with you in this particular season in your life. This season in my life is about allowing myself to be free. This is allowing myself to create. This is allowing myself to be me. This is allowing myself to be free to not hold on to other people's stuff. I don't need to hold on to that. I don't need to look back at it and dust it off. You know what I'm saying? We're looking back at things that bothered us, hurt us, burdens, toxicity, all of that. And we're looking at it and we're dusting these things off and putting it back on the shelf. No. Take that thing off the shelf and throw it in the trash because it don't serve you. Let it go. I don't need to come back to it. I don't need to reflect on it. I know what it made me feel like. I know the experience that I had. I know what was attached to that. And I don't want it anymore. I don't want it anymore. Let that thing go. Let that thing go. If it's in physical form, if it's in emotional form, if it's in a spiritual form, let that thing go. Let me know. Let me know if you're with me. Yes, I need to make room for the light. Yes, and freedom. We do. We do. I want to know. Yes, yes, and yes. Come on, Deltra. I want to know, do you feel this, like I said, I was cleaning up physically, but spiritually I felt a rumbling. I felt a rumbling in my spirit while I was getting rid of everything. I felt, like I said, it was a freedom that I did not feel. It was a flow that I was in because I was cleaning from about 6 to 12 in flow. But see, I wasn't just clearing myself. You know how you, like I said, when we are working and we have stuff sitting on the table and we got to clear that space and then we get distracted doing the other stuff. That's kind of like how I was clearing my space. And I was like, you know what? I need to clear everything. I need to do this everywhere in my life. And I think we need to do that everywhere in our lives personally. And you know what I'm saying? I think not just the physical aspect of it, but internally, we need to clear that out. We want blessings, we want different things, we want different results, but we keep on doing the same things. We keep repeating the same patterns. And in order for things to change, we must change. And so, with this decluttering, with this organizing, with this, removing of things, it is time for you to do that for yourself, right? It is time for you to do that for yourself. Let me see what else I have in my notes. Mhm, mhm, mhm. I also put in my notes, I said, I know, we clean our space and we know that's going to get dirty again. Of course it's going to get dirty again. That's just life. You're going to go outside, you're going to get dirty. You're going to do things are going to happen. Life is going to happen. Life is going to life for everybody, right? It's not just me. It's not just you. It's everybody. Life's going to happen. And then we're going to be tucking things away. We're going to be tucking things away, but we got to commit that when we start tucking things away, there's going to be a time when we have to clear it out. Because once we start feeling heavy, it is time to release it, right? Once we start feeling like, I can't think. I'm feeling, my mind is cluttered. My spirit is cluttered. My energy is cluttered. It is time to let those things go. Don't let them things sit and fester. Do not, like I said, do not dust them off and make room on the shelf. Get rid of those things and make that decision that I am not going to allow that to I'm not going to wait so long in order for me to declutter. I'm not going to wait so long to clear that energy out of my space. Now I'm going to do it more quick. I'm going to do it more quickly because I know that I have the ability, we all do, to hoard, right? We're hoarding emotions. We're hoarding burdens. We're hoarding toxicity. We're hoarding these things. We need to let it go. Let it go. Yes, like I said in the declutter group, it feels therapeutic, and it does, and does, and does. And we need to commit to ourselves that we are not going to wait until it gets this bad to do this. We're not going to wait this long until we clear this energy out. We're not going to wait until until we're overwhelmed and we can't think and we can't move, because we can't move. Sometimes we got so much stuff in the plate in the way we can't move. Sean trying to move around in the kitchen, and I got all the stuff, not in the kitchen, but I got in the dining room, and she trying to get around the stuff to get in there. And I got all this stuff in the way. You can't even move because I'm trying to move. I'm clearing out everything. So I got boxes and everything all over the place. And she can't get through because I got all this stuff in the way. And it's the same. It's us. We do that too. We do it to ourselves. We put all this stuff in our way and then we can't think. We put all this stuff in our way and then we can't move through past or whatever. Right. And we can't wait until it get that bad in order for us to clear that space. Do y'all agree? Do y'all agree? Are you going to, now that once you get this process done, don't allow too much time to pass before you sweep it clean. Don't allow too much space and time before you remove those things, right? Because it's not going to serve you. It's not going to help bless you. It's not going to increase your space. It's not going to increase anything, right? Again, I was looking at my space like I need more space. I need more space, but I need more space to put more things in, and that's insane. Right, because there was things that were expired. There were things that I didn't even remember why I purchased it. There were things on it that things on my shelves that I don't make these products anymore. So why do I still have this? Things that I got on a clearance sale or whatever, and I have not used these jars, bottles, etc. Just a bunch of stuff, everywhere, a bunch of little notes everywhere, because I'm those little notes that I wrote down and I put places and spaces. When I'm looking at them now, I don't even know what I was writing. I don't even know what was I thinking when I wrote that thing. I'm like, what was this in reference to? There's a bunch of little things. Sometimes I come up with an idea and I write it down on a piece of paper and I leave it wherever. So then when I get to this process and it's time to clear it out, guess what? I don't know what that note means anymore. She did not trip and fall. I moved it out the way so she could walk. I moved it out the way so she could walk. Um, But how many of y'all do that? And is it anybody else in here do that? That write their ideas or write something that stuck out to them, or maybe even a to-do list on a piece of paper, and then you put that paper somewhere and it just gets lost in the sea of other things? Let me know if that's you. Again, this could just be me. Maybe I'm just the messiest person that y'all know. Let me know if you do that in the chat. But I could be the messiest person. I could be. I could be. I could for sure be. Right? And there was a saying, I know Jim Quick said it. Jim Quick is the mind guy, the brain guy. And he said, if you fight for your limitations, you get to keep them. Right? So you fighting for all of these things that are holding you back. And I get to keep those things. Right? I get to keep the things that I'm fighting to hold on to. Like toxicity, all of that stuff, I get to keep it because I'm holding on to it and I'm fighting to hold on to it. We got to learn to let that thing go, right? We have to learn to let it go because we make excuses for it. We don't need to make excuses for it, right? We need to realize if it is no longer serving us, it is time to let it go. I think I'm at the age right now where people say, oh, when you get older you get wiser, and you get this and you get that, and you start seeing things different. And I think it's the truth. It's really the truth. You get a different view because based on how you work, based on your experience, based on your life, you get to see what worked and didn't work, and then you realize that simplicity is better than the complexity of a thing, right? The simplicity of it is better than the complexity of it. Before we're like, oh, I could work in chaos. Oh, I could do this. Oh, yeah, I can keep on going. Oh, yeah, this person hurt me. I'm going to go on to the next thing and go on to the next thing and go on to the next thing and go on to the next thing. But you're collecting these things. You're collecting it. And by the time you get, to another space, and you're like, okay, well, I think I want to be blessed, or I think I want to move to the next level. You can't, because now you got all this stuff with you. You picked up all of these bad habits, bad work at, bad patterns. You got all of this stuff going, you're holding on to, and now it's hard for you to get rid of it. Or now it's a whole lot. And now it's like, okay, where do I dump this mess? Where do I dump it? Because I got so much. Right? And so you got to understand, like I said, with age comes wisdom. And I can see the simplicity is much easier. It's much easier to think with a freer mind. It's much easier to think with a freer spirit. Yes? Let me know. Let me know. Tracy said, I write my ideas down on a sticky note and place it on the wall in my office. It works for me. And that's a good idea. That's a good idea to put it on your wall. But let me tell you something, that those ideas be everywhere. Everywhere. They'll be everywhere. They be everywhere. So how many of y'all relate to what I'm saying today? How many of y'all feel like it's necessary for you to feel free? I don't think any of us are going to be able to get the results that we want with those old habits and patterns that we're bringing with us. I don't think that's going to be able to help us. I don't think that's going to be something that's going to be able to bless us. By us holding on to other people's things, I don't think that's going to bless us, especially if you're holding on to things that are not serving you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's not something that you're learning from, that is going to bring you income, that is going to, you know what I'm saying, that's going to bless your business. If we're holding on to those things, we have to learn to let them go. We have to learn that we got to think about us. We got to think about what's best for us in our space. So you got to bless this. We got to tell God, bless this mess. Please help me. Give me a cleaning spirit. That's what I usually, when I know that I'm really, really cluttered, because again, the reflection of what's going on in the inside of my head is on my table. Right? The way I feel on the inside is the way it looks on the outside. And so I got to get that up. I got to get it up. I got to get it out the way. I got to move it. I got to, I want to be blessed. I want to be blessed with more. And so, in order for me to be blessed with more, I got to show that I want to be blessed with more. They say, oh, you want to manifest a new house, you got to treat your old house like it's the place that you want to live in. You want a new car, you gotta take care of your car. You gotta clean your car. You gotta, baby and pamper your car, because you gotta make room and show and manifest the things that you want, but you gotta take care of the things that you have. Right? Because you got to be grateful for the things that you have. So I'm grateful for the space that I have. I'm grateful that I am able to work from home. I am grateful that I'm able to take care of my household and my family with my business. I am grateful that I'm able to do that. But I also got to be grateful for my space. I got to show appreciation for my space. I can't just be, allowing everything to deteriorate around me when I know this is my bread and butter. This is what I need to bless to bless everybody in my life, right? In order for that to happen, I got to make room for it. In order for that to happen, I got to clear the clutter. In order for that, what they say, cleanliness is close to godliness. In order for that to happen, you got to do the thing, and you got to not let them fester. You can't let it fester the way that I've allowed it to fester. And not just for me, because I know, we do the same thing. As we're creative people, sometimes we'll have creative ideas and we'll buy the thing and we're excited about buying the thing. So we keep on buying and buying and buying and buying and buying. And then we have a whole bunch of stuff that now we got to do something with. So now we're going to give it away, or now we're going to, revive that craft, revive that activity, whatever that thing is, in order for it to be used. And so we got to start making space. We got to start making space. So let this year, let this month, let this time be the time where you make space. Excuse me. Let this time be the time where you make room for abundance. And like I said, it's not just about clearing the space to make more room for more junk. It's about you making space for the blessings. You're making space for abundance. You're making space for light, creativity, joy, happiness. You're making space for those things. And when you start moving things out of the way, when you start throwing things away and stop holding on to them and stop, dusting them off, like I said, when you start making room for that, you'll see that there's so much more space so that you can get and do more, right? So that you can be blessed. I have more space so I can grow my business. I have more space so that I can grow myself spiritually. I can grow myself professionally. I can see myself growing into a new person. I'm evolving. I am changing into the person that I want to become, right? And you can see that when you make room for that. You see that when you make room for that. Y'all with me in the chat? Let me know if y'all with me in the chat. Let me know. Let me know. Everything you're saying brings the song by Jonathan McReynolds to mind called Make Room. Ooh, we need to play that. Make room. Make room. I'll write that down. I hope that today's word, I hope that today, the information that well, not the information, but just about what I said today, I hope that has blessed you. I hope that it has enlightened you to make room, right? And just not make room because, again, not make room so you're making room for more stuff, but you're making room for the abundance. You're making room for all the things that you want in your life. You're making room for the clarity. You're making room so that you can see clearly. You know what I'm saying? You're making room for that. You're getting rid of all of the things. Again, the things that don't serve you, it's time to let them go. You held on to it long enough, right? You held on to it long enough. How much longer do you want to hold on to it? Right? How much longer do you want to hold on to it? Especially if it's not serving you, especially if it brings up pain, especially if it brings up frustration and anger. Why do you want to feel that? How does that help you in what you are trying to do with your life? Does that help you with you trying to achieve your goals? Does that feeling or energy help contribute to what you want to do in your life? If it does, then yeah, keep it. But if it doesn't serve you and it's not going to help you to achieve your goals, then it's time for you to go ahead and let that thing go. It's time for you to go ahead and clean them spaces and areas in the life in your life that you gotta, I need to free myself. It don't serve me to walk around holding on to everybody else's crap, right? I'm holding on to your crap, but for what? But for what? You gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. Yolanda said yes, yes, and yes. Yes. I feel like I'm in church and the pastor is talking directly to me. Ooh, come on, Melody. Yes, it was a word. Cut me deep. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Cousin said she loved that song. I'm going to be playing that today so I can hear it because clearly it is a message for me too. So, with that being said, y'all, I want y'all to clear your space and I want y'all to come back and I want y'all to tell me about it. I want you to clear your space, start clearing. Just matter of fact, do something today. Do something today and just start clearing an area. Just start clearing one little area and see what you're feeling. See what you're feeling. Because I'm telling you, when I started, I really just felt different. I really felt different. And I was writing this and my hand was just going. Like I didn't have to think about it. Usually when I'm typing, I'm thinking, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But writing, I think I need to write my notes. I used to write my notes, but I think I need to write them again because my hand was just going. It was going so much that I couldn't really read my handwriting. But I had so much that I wanted to say. And it felt different. I'm telling you guys. I want you guys to do it. I want you to come back. I want you to tell me what it feels like tomorrow. I want you to just clear just a little space. You don't got to clear your whole entire house. You just got to clear one little area. Clear one little area that you look at all the time, right? Matter of fact, don't clear area that you're not going to see because that's not really going to matter to you, right? Because it doesn't affect you because you don't look at that place all the time, right? Do something where you see it all the time. Do it where you see it all the time and see if that doesn't change your energy and see if that doesn't make you feel lighter and see if that doesn't make you feel like, oh, I could breathe. Because all of these obstructions are causing us to not be able to do and achieve the things that we want. We got to get rid of these things. So I want you to clear space that you see all the time. And I want you to look at it and I want you to tell me how you feel tomorrow. That was God, Nikki. Come on, Michelle. Come on, come on, come on. I want you to tell me what it feels like, right? And if this is going to be the year of transformation for you, if this is going to be the year where things pop for you, if this is going to be the year that your business is launched and you're taking it, you catapulting to the next level, if this is the season for you to achieve the goals that you set out years before, if this is going to be that year for you, we have to decide that we're going to do something different. We have to decide that we can no longer hold on to things that are pulling us back down, right? We can't ascend if we're holding on to these things that are pulling us back down, right? You can't, if you're a hot air balloon and they drop the sandbags, right? You got to start releasing the sandbags. You got to start releasing the weight so that you could soar. Y'all with me? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you are with me in the chat, y'all. So while I'm waiting for y'all to tell me if y'all with me in the chat, make sure you guys join the community. Is Bubble Babes, BABEZ University. Is free to join. Get you an account. Go on ahead and join. I am going to be doing a pricing class on Monday at 6 p.m. Monday at 6 p.m. we're going to be doing a pricing class. So just join me. You got to join the community in order to join me on the Zoom because that's the only place where I'm going to put the link. So make sure you join the community. That's Bubble Babes, BABEZ, University.com. Click community and create your account. All the information will be right there on the homepage. What else? If you are watching and you got this far, please subscribe and also turn on your notifications so you can be notified when we go live. We go live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Coffee with Nikki. And also we go live sometime Thursdays and Sundays. I do have the budget class in the works for you guys. So I will be having Miss Angela from Hello Breakthrough, and she is going to be coming on and she is going to help you guys with the budgeting, because you said that you wanted more budgeting information and budgeting tips, and so she's going to be coming with that. So stay tuned for that. What else? Follow me on all social media. The pre-order is closing this Friday, so if you did not pre-order your Coffee with Nikki tote bag, go on over and order your tote bag today. It is on Bubble Babes University. Go to campus store and you will find it there. So go on over and go ahead and get that and utilize your journals. Yes, and yes. Cousin have a journal called Soulful Odyssey. Make sure that you use your journal, write your dreams, aspirations, and goals. That is what it is for. It is only $15. So if you don't have your journal yet, you can go on over to Amazon, put in Latrice V. Johnson, V as in Victor, Latrice V. Johnson, and you'll see her beautiful purple Soulful Odyssey journal. Grab that and you'll be able to, document your dreams, write your affirmations, your goals. Maybe you have some visions, maybe something just came to you, you want to write these things down. Go on ahead and get you a journal. It's only $15, so go on ahead and grab you one. With that being said, y'all, I appreciate y'all so much for rocking with me this morning and every morning. I will see you guys, God willing, tomorrow morning, and I want you, don't forget to go clean a space in your house. There's a space that you see in your work area, whatever. Clean that space out. I want you to come back tomorrow and I want you to tell me how it feels. Somewhere where you are always going to see it. Don't, like I said, don't clean something you're not going to see, where it's you're not going to be affected by. I want you to clean something that you see in your eyesight all the time. Right? And see what that looks like and feels like for you. So with that being said, y'all be blessed. Y'all have an amazing day. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. And but I'm gonna flood your stories anyway. So make sure y'all follow it. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.